Welcome to So Far So Good, Flip School's very own podcast series, where we dive into the journeys of Flipkart's best and brightest minds and the insights they have gathered thereon. I am your host, Chandana, from the Learning and Development team at Flipkart. We're super thrilled to have Mannat Saini with us. Mannat is the director at Flipkart. He leads one of the engineering teams, and prior to this, he's also co founded Rideshare. And as the name goes, Rideshare is a ride sharing platform. Welcome to the show, Mannat.
Thank you, Channa, for having me here.
There's a famous quote from Walt Disney that goes, "The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing." Mannat, you've had a great career trajectory. Starting from working with startups, co founding Rideshare, building fintech platform for Flipkart, and now leading the logistics platform. An amazing journey, Mannat. What I see is definitely an entrepreneurial mindset and a risk taking ability that has shined through. On this, Mannat, we would like to know what are some of the qualities of being an entrepreneur and a co founder that you have brought into your roles thereafter? And what are some of the recommendations you have for the working professionals to nurture and hone?
An entrepreneurial journey is full of uncertainties. I would say the first one being, say, having customer obsession. What will work for your customer, what will not work for your customer is very important. And with customer obsession, you will have attention to details, you will identify the problems, and you will certainly make customer happy. Second one is say problem solving mindset or say ownership mindset, because again there are uncertainties, you are constrained on resources, and there could be red tapeism, right? If you have the passion to solve the problem, I think it will go well for you. Third is maintaining a positive mindset, again circling back or connecting back to the uncertainty. If you have say positive mindset, you would identify the opportunities during the crisis and which may work well for you. And last but not least, I would say is being audacious. And being audacious doesn't just mean only taking risk, right? It also means being able to face the criticism, right? People troll you, people say bad things about you, but you having confidence and be able to handle that criticism, I think that is being audacious. And all these will help and work well for you.
That's really insightful, Mannat. The traits you've mentioned pretty much reminds me of a lot of Flipkart values that we live by as well. And something that I really resonate with is the employee value proposition of, experiment, learn, and grow. Speaking of which, Mannat, how do you keep yourself motivated to continue to innovate in the corporate settings?
See, two parts to the answers. First is about keeping myself motivated. So monotony is boring to me. So what I look forward to is consistent challenges, and these challenges could be in terms of solving complex problems for our customer, or it could be say growing people, smarter people who challenge you. And this is my personal belief that growing these smart people far outweighs the monetary reward or any other challenge. And they become your social circle, they become your bridges that helps you in creating a compounding effect. That helps, which I will talk about, say how it helps in innovation, because you have helped them in the past and they will come and help you again. So coming back to the second part of innovation, so how we enable innovation is one, by getting alignment by a simple storytelling of impact. Next is, say we may not be able to solve the problem completely, right? So we have to show incremental benefits, and that is where we need to have that short term to long term vision, solving for short term, then keeping long term vision, and then continue to solving for that. And the third, which will solve your say bandwidth problem, which is always a constraint, is seeking help from the people whom you have grown, whom you have helped in the past, right? They become your bridges who will come and help you to solve that problem. So that is how I enable innovation here.
Spoken like a true leader, Mannat. I'm sure your team is lucky to have you and learn from your experiences. Mannat, let's move on to a fun segment now that's called as Would You Rather. What does this mean? I'm going to give you a statement with two options. You will have to select whichever resonates with you and tell us why. Ready for it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Would you rather innovate a new product or improve an existing one?
You surprised me with the googly. Say if I, this is a subjective question, depends on the context. But objectively, I would say building a new product
Hmm.
so that to surprise your customer.
Okay, interesting. The next question, Mannat. Would you rather have a business partner who's similar to you or the one who's completely different perspective?
This is an easy one, I would say.
Okay.
It's a business partner with a completely different perspective. And I have had, say, an experience in my last team, and I feel that I learned a lot from the person, and it changed my perspective and made me much more holistic.
Great. Would you rather take a big risk with potential high reward or play it safe with a guaranteed steady growth?
Yeah, that's again an easy one. I'm a risk taker, so I would certainly take a big risk.
Wow. And the last question for you, Mannat. Very tough, let me tell you about this.
Okay.
Would you rather work by burning the midnight oil or wake up bright and early?
In my younger days, I would have say burned midnight oil, but now I prefer waking up early.
Okay. That was fantastic, Mannat. We've done it. I am sure our listeners have got a fair idea about what entrepreneurial mindset looks like, and definitely we are happy to have you.
Thank you, Chandna, for having me, and happy to share my experience.
Thank you for tuning into today's episode of So Far So Good. I hope you found it inspiring and insightful. On this note, look out for the next episode. Happy learning.